Why, hello. Peekaboo. Guess what? We're doing something different today. Why? Because I goddamn feel like it.
I kept waiting for the let's get nuts.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like I said, I don't have that available to me. Not available to me. Hi, Kegsy. I see you there. Welcome to our happy little corner of insanity. Yes, today is going to be a little bit different. What were you saying?
I was saying I don't see your avatar, so I'm just gonna like, you know.
Oh, I'm sure it'll appear here in a moment, unless she, just kind of like followed and ran. His vocal volume could be higher. All right. Do.
I just wanted to explode everybody.
Well, he's also kind of mumbling, so there's that. Johnny marbles in his mouth over there. All right. Anyway, let's kind of pull this sort of onto topic. So yes, today we are going to be discussing, by request, ways to ask for support and self-advocacy. Now, I brought Nate into this because I wanted his perspective from his training of being a counselor, or being a counselor in training, or whatever the fuck you are, I guess, at this point. Somebody who hasn't
Kiwi
slept
Land.
in 3 days. I don't know.
I just didn't sleep last night.
Fair enough.
Kiwi,
Hello.
New Zealand. Aotearoa.
Pro-ish at life. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, that's kind of what the idea is here. Is that we're gonna kind of have a bit of a discussion about that. Of course, include you guys, get your input, your questions, concerns, shit that you do to advocate for yourself. Now, what I think is really funny today is every Wednesday I've got like an MS support group that's put together through my occupational therapist and more of her clients, right? So there's me and her and like 5 or 6 other people, and we're like, today we were discussing MS and mental health, so I thought that was really funny that I was in this little setting of I was being coached, and then later in the day I was going to be doing coaching. I thought that was kind of cute, but I mean, even a therapist needs a therapist, right? So I guess there's that. So Nate, why don't you explain what your education and what your background is, etc.
My education. Okay, well, let's see. I made it to grade 10, got expelled twice, and suspended 3 times.
Wow, that's not what I meant.
I am in my 3rd year of Bachelor of Counseling.
Okay.
I go to Bethlehem Tertiary Institute in New Zealand. I helped Spaz start the Squirrel Station, built it all up to what it is, and now we've got about 25 staff that do all of the stuff for us, and they are very wonderful. Counseling is something that I had been doing since I was probably 17 years old. I used to have a lot of friends that would call me up, take me out for coffee, and we would just talk about problems, talk about anything and everything.
Can you crank your volume a little bit? Because I've got you turned up quite a bit on this end.
I can try.
Just a little. And hi, Dirty Roo. Welcome to our little playground. Or move your mic closer to your mouth.
Can't.
I mean, you could, but it would be annoying.
I can't go up any higher.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just crank you up on this end for now. He needs more coffee. Yes, he does.
Anyway.
I got you in the yellow now.
Yeah. Got down to New Zealand, did a few jobs, realized that my body's only gonna, last me so long, so decided to use my brain instead of my body. And a lot of fortunate and unfortunate events happened all within about 2 weeks, and I ended up starting to go to school. I maintain an average grade of A-.
Nice.
Which is pretty good for a guy that flunked out of school.
Uh-huh. I concur. I absolutely concur. Oh crap, I made a coffee hours ago. Uh-huh.
Hey, it's a poet.
Yeah, it is a poet. Alrighty, well, again, for those of you that don't know Nate, you should. Where you been? But yeah, we have been kind of partners in crime off and on for just about 30 years. So there's that, including apparently songs now about random drive-by mooings, but that's neither here nor there. We're not going to talk about that. Okay, so for you individually, before I start picking on everybody else, how hard is it for you to ask for help when you need it?
It's hard because I mean, I bear again. I only got diagnosed like 4 years ago.
Right.
So I lived my entire life knowing I was different, but not knowing why. And I always tried to hold myself up to a standard of normal people because that's what I was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And just didn't work. And I mean, even getting into university, there was no accommodations for people with ADHD or autism or anything like that. They didn't have an accommodations section in the school until after my first or second year.
Yeah.
You know, and it was because of me that they realized their need. In fact, the dean of the school, James Arkwright, he actually thanked me.
Well, that's good.
So yeah, it was interesting. So
fair enough. So, as for like asking for any kind of a help,
yeah, sorry. For normal students, yeah, totally got
right.
off topic there.
That's okay. It happens.
So for normal students, they are allowed one late extension a semester.
Right.
We have 4 essays that we have to do. We get a late extension on one of them. Because of the ADHD and because of, you know, us being chronic procrastinators and this, that, and the other thing, I am allowed to get a late extension on every single assignment.
But that's an accommodation that came into place because of you, did it not?
Yes, that came into place because of me.
Yeah. For me, asking for help in a lot of cases is it can be a fucking nightmare, honestly. Did I spell that right? Yes, I did. Like even the people that I am close to, right? I even have. Well, actually, it's harder for me, actually, to ask for help from the people that are close to me because I've got that, you know, I don't want to be a burden problem. So I'm always afraid of that. I've always got that going in the back of my head. How hard is it to ask Nate for help? Look, he goes on a tangent, right? It's true, though.
I don't ask for help.
No, that's the thing. Like, you know, and especially us being like the generation that we were raised in, right? Because we're Gen X, and he doesn't ask for help. No, he doesn't. But we're in that generation of, you know, guys didn't ask for help. Who are you? Ooh, Dirty Roo?
Yeah.
Somebody.
All right.
Anyway. But yeah, we're from the generation of you don't ask for help. You just suck it up and do it, right?
Yeah.
So learning how to advocate for yourself and how to ask for help, coming from a generation where that wasn't a thing. You know, mental health was not a thing that was discussed. It was suppressed and ignored and blah, 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 right? Nope, I think he figured it out.
Yeah, I figured it out.
There you go. So yeah, that's me and that's him. What about you guys? How many people here have a super hard time asking for help if you need it? You can admit it. I'm guessing it's probably going to be just about everybody. Asking for help is a huge struggle for me. Yep. I don't ask. Yeah, fair enough. But again, yeah. Well, Jay, for sure. But Dan, is that also because of that stigma of growing up, you don't ask for help, right? You just suck it up and pull yourself up by your bootstraps and la-di-da-di fucking da. Or knowing how to ask for help. Mm-hmm. That's another thing too. Hello, Mama. Yeah, that's another thing too.
Actually, I have something here that kind of relates.
Go ahead.
I've so often heard many.
Freddy's the devil.
I've so often, yeah, exactly. You remember. I have so often heard people say of immigrants, they come into our country, they should do things our way. This is also the expectation for neurodivergent students, that they should do things the same way as everybody else, because that's how things are. But they are not built the same way and are unable to function the same way.
Yeah.
Giving them no other choice
Shit.
does not assimilate them into tertiary education. It disadvantages them and sets them up for failure. It also makes them more vulnerable to comorbid conditions such as depression, anxiety, and autistic burnout.
Yeah. Or as we now call it, acetaminophen American. Only if you're down in the States. We hereby rename you. You are no longer autistic if you live in the USA. You are now an acetaminophen American. Mostly because the pricks in charge can't pronounce the word, so you're good. So, Pastor, I'm growing up, I don't know how to ask, often feel the response as a no, even if the person said yes. Yeah, RSD. Absolutely, RSD. Actually, Dan. Hi, Jen. Actually, Dan, you just set me up for the perfect segue. Getting better when it comes to medical stuff and asking for things, advocating for self. But every day is a struggle really bad. Yeah. No, Dan set me up for a great segue, and that would be barriers into your self-advocacy. And some of them, specifically, to break it down a little bit, for ADHD, RSD is a huge one. It is a huge barrier because you're afraid to ask because you think they're going to say no, even when you know damn well they're going to say yes. Or, they would have no reason to say no. Mm-hmm. Don't want to be a burden thing too. Yep. You don't want to drag down people I care about. Exactly. But yeah, RSD is a giant one. You've taken a few clients and whatnot. I know you have. Do you find that is also a thing that they bring to you? Is just popped in and say hello? Hello. But do you find that's a thing like RSD? That's something that some of the people you deal with?
Well, a lot of the people that I talk to don't even understand what RSD is or have even heard of it before. They know that they have ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of them don't know that, what RSD is.
Right, but just because they don't know what it is doesn't mean that they won't be affected by it.
Yeah. 99% or 98% of all ADHD people suffer from RSD.
99.
Yeah. And I kind of look at RSD the same kind of way as I look at grief and loss. See, grief and loss is any real or perceived grief or loss. And it's the same way as RSD. It's not just actual rejection from other people or from not attaining your goals. It's the real or perceived rejection. Mm-hmm. There could be no rejection actually going on, but because we feel that there is rejection, we get hit.
Yeah. I'm not sure where you were going with the perceived grief thing, but yeah, you're right. Perception is 100% of it. You think that you are going to fucking get hit with, a no, or be treated negatively because you're asking for something, and 9 times out of 10, that's why it's Wednesday. Yes, it is. Men sensitivity equals bitch, hence RSD is hard pass or denial. Yep, that is absolutely one. What about time blindness? How about you guys? What about time blindness? What time is it? It's time for blindness. Do you find that you only ask for help when it's already a crisis? If you even do. Hit with a belt or a wooden spoon for us. Xers and elder millennials. Yep.
I am a week behind on my assignment. I got that extension. It was due yesterday. I still have not even started.
Well.
Is
it just that you keep forgetting and putting it off and putting it off?
I keep putting it off.
Mm-hmm. Always last minute. Yeah, and in a lot of cases too, there are many of us that will wait for that last minute crunch, right? Because that's when the adrenaline, the dopamine really kicks in, right? You've got that 12 hours to do it, and so you fucking hammer down and do it.
It's when we do our best work.
Uh-huh.
Yep, I saw a meme the other day. It was an ADHD person freaking out over a minor inconvenience, and then when something severe happens, they're totally straight-faced. Like,
yep.
We got this.
Yep. It's true. Mostly. I'm not the greatest with that. So I think popping Discord, you're going live and told Mama, hey, the area. It was 35 minutes ago.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, Dan. Danny boy, you're special. Anywho. Yep, fuck my life.
Hey, Sumi.
That's a wild Nate. What a surprise. Sumi! But yeah, so thus far for ADHD barriers, RSD, time blindness. How about executive dysfunction? Not even knowing where to start when you're trying to ask for help. Not even knowing, yeah, as Nate covers his face. Yep. So you're saying that's a thing that you relate to then? Gotcha.
You think?
Maybe. I see how it's going to be today. It's Wednesday, Dan. You knew what was fucking coming.
It's all about the fucking call-outs.
That's right. You knew it was happening. Speaking of which, quick reminder, if anybody does have a topic that they want us to discuss, go up to the Coach's Corner folder or channel in the Discord and put your suggestions in there. I will happily take a look at them and hit them if I can. That's right. It's Call Out Wednesday. Yeah, it is so. But yeah, executive dysfunction, not even knowing where to start. That's one that I have a lot as well too. If I have to, I feel that sense of overwhelm, right, and not knowing where to start attacking the problem, who to ask, who to call, right. That's why 9 times out of 10 I'll be like, honey, I got my wife to back me up there. I did my final today. Now I'm attempting to catch a stray guinea pig. There you go. Run away, weenie dog. Often don't know what to ask for. Handling contract management as an employee. Everything I'm juggling. Not sure what to pass off without dropping the rest of the items. Do you find that that's a problem with prioritizing? Your inability to prioritize what's the most important thing? So you're just kind of like everything is of equal importance and you're trying to do like all 9 at once. For the issue, asking for help, how to coordinate attacking the problem that I need help with. Or forgetting about it, or, feeling overwhelmed by it.
I feel like this would go better if I was actually on drugs.
Well, there's that. Med check. Did you take your meds? If not, do what Nate did. Take your meds. You have time. All right, so we covered the ADHD barriers. So how about now the acetaminophen Americans? That's right, take your meds. Not 6 p.m. for me yet.
No. She's always been really good. Like when we're in chat together, she'll do it before my Alexa thing, shut up,
Right.
goes off, and just take your drugs.
Yep. Jay says, asking for help is like putting yourself out there. I've learned too many times if I put myself out there, I get bitch slapped every time. It's easier to struggle and or fail than deal with whatever kind of humiliation, hurt, etc. That's totally relatable. That is 100% relatable. For the mood dealer to show up. Goes to chef's able to pass off to a customer. Earlier process. Nice. It's all great meme. Top scientists are autistic. That means autism causes Tylenol. You know what causes autism? Autistic people fucking. That's what causes autism.
Number one cause of autism is autistic people fucking.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's what causes autism. Autistic people fucking.
Let's see.
Genetics, that's
My
right.
dad, autism. My mom, ADHD. ADHD.
Put them together, and what have you got? Nate today. Anyway, not being able to talk due to stress from the problem. Yep, feeling overwhelmed. Careful the eugenicist. Going after that next. Anybody? Yeah, that's a spicy date then. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
All right. I was moving on to the acetaminophen Americans. So, autistic barriers. Whatever, man. I'm going to fucking use that term all the time now. Autistic barriers. Masking.
Yeah. I have an autistic barrier that I went through recently.
What's that?
I went to the doctor. I had autistic burnout. I've been in autistic burnout for 3 years. You know what they did? They gave me a letter stating that to take 2 weeks off work unpaid. Meanwhile, if I had depression, they would put me on a benefit for like a couple of months.
Right.
You know, it's practically the same thing. It needs practically the same time, but because it's not depression, I get shit.
Yeah, it's not covered. No, I get that. And that's something we talked about a couple of Wednesdays ago, was that when it comes to autistic burnout, you know, and they a lot of times they'll say, well, you know, just take the weekend, you know, recharge over the weekend. You fucking wish. It does not happen like that, right? And 2 weeks even, right? I've been in burnout for years and still trying to come out of it, not totally understanding it. Can't be less burned out if you're stressed out about other things. Yeah, exactly. Well, the ones that I was going to touch on was masking, hiding your needs until you burn out, right? So Nate kind of segued us a bit there without even having my notes. So good job. But yeah, masking is one, you know, trying to cover it, trying to hide it. Alexithymia is another one. And I understand that alexithymia is typically related to, you know, feelings and stuff like that. But in this case, it would be like not recognizing what support you even need. And sensory overload, melting down before you even articulate asking. So are these things, what is that? Alexithymia? Is that what you're talking about, Rue?
Yeah.
Alexithymia, in its original state, it's something that I suffer from. It's the inability to comprehend what you are feeling. So, if you are, you know how they have that emotion wheel with all of the emotions on it, right? And you know, these ones are kind of the happier, and they've got a shitload of them all divided up. You know, you can be content, pleased, you know, blah blah blah. The only one that I truly understand when I feel it is anger. Because I know what anger feels like. But if I am happy about something, I don't know. I can't really process it, right? So it's the inability to process what you are feeling. I have that. Jasa has that really bad. Like, if you ever ask my daughter, how are you feeling? She's like, it's a feeling. I don't know. Right? So that's what alexithymia is. Emotions, have you tried? Just not. Yep. Yep, exactly.
There's many times that I do that. I just shut off my emotions, which is not a good idea.
Not necessarily, no. And I mean, it's not always the easiest thing to do either.
No.
I'm finding out I'm losing my job at the end of the season permanently, and I still figure. Are you really? I thought you were gonna like be in that job until the end of time. My emotions blend together a lot, and them can be exhausting. Trying to understand what they are. For me, that's the hardest one. It's easier if you shut off people too. Just say, how do you do that with a 50 cal? I've heard it's more than a feeling. Well, I mean, only if you're taking a journey. Okay, so a couple more that I wanted to kind of touch on were for general barriers to asking for help and self-advocacy. This one kind of relating back to the RSD would be shame, right? The shame of not being able to necessarily handle the project yourself, or thinking that I should be able to do this, and being upset with yourself because you can't. That's something that a lot of us go through and feel and experience. Care to add to that? Yeah, you have a look. It's either you're going to poop yourself or you have something to add. All right, good talk.
What?
Thank you. I said you had a look on your face. I couldn't tell if you wanted to contribute, but you looked like you either wanted to say something or you were going to shit yourself.
I was just listening. I was just listening.
Yeah, you had that struggling poop face going on.
No, I was responding to somebody and I completely missed what you were saying. So.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to listen to the conversation to catch up.
So once again, boys and girls, Nathan. I would say another general barrier would be shame, relating back to the RSD. D is for dissociation. Yes, it is. Yep. And for dick, because that's what you are. Another one, fear of conflict or disappointing people, which, that's, again, where shutting people off would help. But is this something... the man does have talents. Yep. We don't know what they are, but he's got them. Or, here's one for my fellow Gen X's, elder millennials. Apparently that's a word now. Would be the belief that needing help makes you weak. Right? Because we should be able to do this. This morning in my MS group, they called that shooting yourself, which I thought was kind of cute. Millennials, yep. When you learn to constant disappointment, problem solved, yep. Just hit the people pleasers in the room. Mm-hmm. So anything you'd care to add there, Poopy Face?
Nope.
Got nothing? It almost shot himself right there a few minutes ago. Yeah, that was the face he was making. I think he said I trapped and be fine just on our own. Yep. Shooting yourself. Get old enough and you can shoot yourself and shit yourself at the same time. Yes, I should wipe. I should wipe, but I shit, so. Alrighty, so now to kill about 8 minutes. I'm gonna turn it to you guys. How many of you feel that you deal with these barriers when you're trying to advocate for yourself? That would be feeling the RSD, dealing with time blindness, executive dysfunction issues, masking, not recognizing what kind of support you even need, feeling overwhelmed, going into sensory overload, having a meltdown.
Or even advocating for others.
Advocating. I find advocating for others, actually, as always, is a hell of a lot easier than advocating for myself. I'm actually to the point now where in a lot of appointments, I actually bring my wife with me so that she can advocate, because otherwise I'm going to get lost. And I tend to not be able to comprehend what they are telling me, right? So trying to process that, getting lost, getting, totally in the weeds about it. I thought we were picking on Nate. I don't want to be called out. Again, did you forget? Hi, if you're new here, get your bubble wrap, strap on your body armor. Does that rig smell smell like a larva?
I know of a situation recently where I had to advocate for someone.
Mm-hmm.
Someone that was autistic to someone who was not autistic.
Right.
And didn't understand autistics. And
I find that's probably one of the biggest problems is people who don't understand it and trying to get them to comprehend what the autistic is feeling or going through. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. No, it's the person went into autistic burnout and couldn't speak, and so I had to go to the other person and say, give them time. They'll be able to speak eventually. They just can't do it right now.
Selective mutism. Why advocate for yourself when you can just lay down and play dead? But seriously, I can't advocate for me. I just try and bury everything and blend in as best as possible. Masking.
And I mean, like, the only reason why I could do it is because I could recognize the symptoms.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there.
No, I get that. I totally get that. This is why I advocate for my kids and my wife so easily. Second nature. When it comes to myself, I get lost in. Yeah, when it comes to me advocating for Jasa, look the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'll advocate for my kid with a tank gun. Like, look the fuck out. But yeah, for myself, it's a lot harder. I shouldn't have to be, but this big song and dance proving your issues. Yes, there's that. Hello, Leonara. Hi, welcome to Group Brews Wednesday. I hope you brought your bubble wrap and your Band-Aids. That's how I got my username, advocating for my kids. Yep. Yeah, you want to see me go full spaz mode. Yeah, watch me advocate for my kid which is funny because I've gone into that mode where, I was prepared to go to war, but all of the people that we deal with have been fantastic. Hey, Leonara, 21 months, you're legal everywhere. Giving my kid is worthy of care, but I'm not, and so you're worthy of care as well. And that's something that people need to remember too. Like, not just me. Yes, you're right. I get it. But that's what every one of you needs to remember too, is that we are all worthy of the care that we give to others as well. You look like you're trying to say something.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
You're just keeping that poop face on today, huh? Gotta poop, gotta poop, gotta poop. That one. And Dan,
I want to blame my drugs because they maybe they're finally kicking in, and I'm just chilling the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Since Dan did the... Go ahead. Finish.
I mean, if you remember correctly, that's how we discovered I had freaking autism.
Yeah.
I took my ADHD drugs, and then all of a sudden, oh, here comes out my autism.
Well, and that's exactly what it was for me. Was actually finding something that worked for me that would suppress the, the ADHD traits kind of thing well enough that the autistic ones come running out. My brain says to me 1 hour after. Yeah, they take time to kick in, right? I took mine at 10:30 this morning, I think, when I was in the middle of my MS thing. But since Dan did the donate thing, hey, if you look way up there, you can see that we've got the end of summer rave, which is going to happen in the afternoon. Once we fill that bar all the way up, we've got I've got treats planned. I'm just going to say that much. We've got treats planned, yeah. So once we fill that bar up, we're looking at having an end of summer afternoon rave. Right, all the way to the top.
With a whole bunch of custom songs.
Yes, there's going to be that.
Written about people in the server.
Yep, there's going to be that. Again, since we did that last time. Then, same turns out it's because it's a pro drug, your body has to metabolize in the active form. Takes about an hour to ramp up into full effectiveness, yep. I like the cookie. I like the cookie. Did it not... It didn't do the warning thing. Whatever. Hey, there you go. Nate's here, really. More physically than mentally, but he's here. We promise. Sort of.
Maybe a little.
Maybe a little.
Maybe a little.
All right. So, apparently, because all of my overlays and shit are not properly working, it's time for the self-care break. So we're going to do that. I'm going to go refill my coffee. You guys go grab yourself some water or a snack or whatever you need to do. And we will be back in just a couple of minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. You can discuss all of the barriers to self-advocating or something. Yeah. Anyway, do the thing. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Cool? Cool. Okie dokie. It just breaks things. It's kind of his thing. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Doo-doo-doo.
I broke one thing. A big thing.
Yeah, I was just doing that, Jay. While I was trying to catch up here. Just go take those meds now. Really need to see your nutrients. Struggle with all the... The Vyvanse is still the right medication for me, which is a fair assessment. You're doing enough for my brain, masking my fatigue. Yeah. Yeah, one thing.
One thing, but it was really big.
Yeah, being perceived being an issue, yeah. There's a lot of reading about the digital version. There's that. The fear of somebody hearing my voice, my needs is in nope, but for my kids, no problem. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Speaking of which, hi Shoost. Speaking of people that struggle with that problem, I kind of gathered. Welcome to our happy, humble little corner where basically we're calling everybody out today. Speaking of calling everybody out today, like I was saying, Shoost, speaking of people that may or may not have difficulty advocating for their self, but when it comes to the kid, look the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
Because he will go daddy bear. Yeah, there's that. So, we've already touched on the barriers to advocacy that some of us go through. Fuck me. Oh boy. Well, like I said, keep us in the know, man. We got you. Things that we're going to kind of work our way towards is going to be practical strategies and scripts. Hey, welcome, Frank. Welcome to our happy little corner. Why is it that it is easier to help a friend than it is to help yourself? Yeah, we were just talking about that. All right, especially with kids. Especially when it comes to your kids. But yeah, overall, being able to advocate for somebody else is a hell of a lot easier than advocating for yourself. That's just how it is.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, that's how it is for us. So if somebody came to you in a session and was struggling with this, what kind of direction would you point them in? What kind of help do you think that you would suggest or offer to them?
Struggling with which?
With self-advocacy in any form.
Well, I was talking to you the other day, and I was telling you about one of the children that came in to see me. Very clearly autistic. His mother thought she was autistic, and she is. But the kid loved his father, but didn't know how to be able to communicate with him because his father I don't know whether he just didn't believe in autism or anything, but he couldn't really see eye to eye on it. And so what I had the child do was write a letter to his father. I had him go to Embrace Autism. And I said, give him the definition, give him your strengths, give him your weaknesses. You are now advocating for yourself to your father.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to be able to open up the ability to speak to him more, then you're going to need to do it. Because clearly he's not going to do it on his own.
Right.
You need to advocate for yourself.
Do you find that down, like, because a lot of this can be cultural stuff that we run into. Like, I've heard of our friend George. He was telling me about how, like, a lot of the Mexican and a lot of the Latino culture is very much, don't believe in any kind of, like,
Well,
mental health kind of stuff.
well,
Good?
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of countries in Asia and the Polynesian Islands and stuff like that that don't even believe in mental health.
Mm-hmm.
They don't believe in um, ADHD even. You know,
I think
they
we
just
did, but I
think
couldn't
it's, oh
remember
well,
it.
you're just a problem child. You know.
Right, you're just a
But I
bad
mean,
kid.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, back when we were growing up, oh no, you're just a bad kid.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
I got a lot of that growing up.
I mean, I was autistic as hell, and I had ODD. You know. Yeah, I mean, you still tell me to do something today, my first reaction is no,
Uh huh.
but I'll go and do it anyway.
Yeah. Shit. What was I gonna say? I feel like I was gonna say something based on what somebody else said. Do you think advocating for others and not self stems from a sense of justice? I mean, it could. Yeah, where if you feel like somebody else requires something and they're not getting it, how your sense of justice could come into that. I mean, potentially it could. I guess that would depend on the scenario.
Well, here we go. Sense of justice. The clash between me and Dan.
Okay.
Okay.
No, go ahead. I know what you're talking about, but go ahead.
I lost my thought.
Ah! So the clash between you and Dan when it came to sense of justice.
Because my sense of justice was in a different place because I didn't know the situation.
Hmm.
You know, I didn't understand the picking on each other and shit like that, and all I saw was a
Abuse,
justice
basically.
situation. Well, yeah, all I saw was abuse, but I didn't know the situation.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know?
and it took a couple of us to explain the situation to you before it clicked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and you're right. In the case of sense of justice, yeah, that I totally get that. But pertaining back to, but it had pretty good on that. Oh yes, but getting back to like defending for somebody else, right? And like, yes, that does kind of play in a weird sort of way. That does relate. But like,
Yeah.
with your kids, it's a hell of a lot easier. But when it's even just somebody else that you know, like a friend or a family member or something like that, then yeah, a lot of times you will go more to bat for them than you will for yourself. And again, that I think a lot of that pertains back to what we were talking about, the barriers, right? The RSD, the executive dysfunction, the masking, sensory overload, etc. So when it comes to actually doing it, now, see, I have these as notes, and I hate a lot of these because I don't remember them personally. But one of the methods now, gotta head back up. All right, buddy. Throw me a text in a bit, will you? When it comes to doing a lot of these things, some of the things we can do, and again, this doesn't necessarily work for everybody. It doesn't necessarily work for me because I don't tend to remember it. But that is normalizing your scripts, right? Having yourself a little script in the back of your head where, for example, saying things like, instead of saying I can't, right? You change that to I work best when, that kind of thing. Personally, I hate them because I never remember them. I can never fucking get them. Heading out for TV time. All right, later, Pocket. Actually, you know what? The ones that I've got here don't necessarily pertain. Sorry?
I'm also looking at we're talking about advocating for yourself.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I'm learning in school right now is the PCS model. Now, the PCS model is personal, cultural, and structural.
Mm-hmm.
What can you do on each of those three levels? And what is like a personal, obviously, is what you can change within yourself.
Yeah.
Structural cultural is something that what you can change within your family, your community, your stuff like that. Structural is things that you can possibly change to advocate for, like, say, your government. It just, sorry, it's what I'm working on right now, and it's starting to make things make sense.
I gotcha. One of the things actually I had to go through when I went through the autism coaching, and actually I think it was part of the ADHD coaching too, but culture was a big thing that you have to take into account, right? Which we were just kind of touching on about, how a lot of Asian area, Polynesian, Mexican, Latino, that kind of stuff, where they don't necessarily put mental health as a priority in any way. Do you find that? Do you find that down in New Zealand?
Not necessarily. In New Zealand, they tend to take it kind of seriously. Okay. I mean, for example, my school, they didn't have anything for it, and then the very following year, they started having things for it. But even that ties into what I'm learning now. It's called migration theory. Yep. Migration theory can be anything can be in a migration. Now, you can go from a non-smoker to a smoker. That is a migration into a different type of people. A migration could be as simple as, hey, you know what? I'm playing a new video game. You become part of that different group of people.
So like you're migrating your situation, migrating your attitude?
So the migration for me was not knowing about my autism and or ADHD and migrating into a community that was all about ADHD and autism. For example, when I was creating the server for you, and here I am just putting up a lot of stuff about ADHD. I didn't have an ADHD diagnosis yet. And then I came to you and said, I came back and I'm like, I think I have ADHD. And he's like, you think we know? Right then and there, I moved from one community to another. That was a migration.
This diagnosis brought to you by Dr. No Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So
try giving them up for Lent. I mean, you could try. That works about as well as giving them up for New Year's. How did that work for you? You haven't had it in years. I got to run. Thanks for the convo. Hey, no worries. If you want to catch the rest of the convo, it will be on YouTube.
I will talk to you later, Rue.
That was good timing. Apparently, it heard me say YouTube. Why have people know this? Couldn't they ability pass on the info so we could get the help we needed? So frustrating. Exactly. Because I think some of that, again, comes back down to cultural, right? If people know about it and they're trying to pass on this information for self-advocacy and whatnot,
Yep.
they may be in a culture where people don't necessarily put it first, right? So you're confronting this cultural hurdle that you have to overcome, right? So it's either you're putting it out there and nothing is going to get done, or you put it out there and people start to take it seriously, and the culture shifts towards people that take seriously a little bit more about mental health.
But it's all going to start at a personal level. It's all going to start at that personal level. If you want to change your culture, your community, it's got to start at that personal level. You have to advocate for yourself, and in advocating for yourself, you can change your community. Hell, you could change your structure, your government, just by advocating for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But that means asking for help. That means letting people know the struggles that you are facing. That means sucking down your pride and asking for help.
Yeah, oh, that's another one. It's another label of stigma. It's a fucking diagnosis, yeah.
And I'm a prime example. I mean, Rue even said, and so do other of my friends, I do not ask for help. I am so bad at this. I will sit in my fucking corner and say nothing to nobody and just wallow in it.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment I let somebody know, I went through something recently, and it was hard on me. I went somewhere, and I wanted to feel close. And I reached out to two people. They came and sat with me. And I started feeling better. You won't get help unless you ask for it. Yep. Forget about your fucking pride and ask for help.
Agreed.
Sorry.
No, not at all.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. But he's right. If you're going through something and having difficulties, be it you're stuck in a rumination, you're stuck in something, you're trying to advocate for yourself, but you're overwhelmed by it, so you shut down, right? People aren't necessarily gonna clue in and be able to pick that up off you. Not necessarily, some will. But unless you ask for the help, you're not necessarily going to get it. But it's that swallowing of the pride.
Yeah.
And, pushing through that RSD that you kind of have to do in order to get there. And yeah, it can be fucking tough. It totally can be.
Okay, Nate, how do you ask for help when you feel like you're looking down the barrel of mockery and disengagement or denial? It's hard. I mean, it's hard. But my only suggestion there would be to find someone that's not going to sit there and judge you.
Not to be a douche, but that's all I ever get anytime I ask for help.
I
mockery?
totally get that.
Mockery, disengagement, or denial. As in, they deny I'm not sure what you mean by that there, Jay. Barrel of mockery, I get. Disengagement, I kind of understand. Denial. Dan needs a rave. Yep. Masculinity teaches stoicism. Men aren't supposed to show emotions. Yeah, especially when,
Yeah.
especially when you come from, again, like we touched on, the generation that we do. Yeah, the whole be a man, yeah, blah blah, that bullshit. Try to think about the hard times as a valley. You may have the big hill ahead, but it is easier to think. Sorry, as in it's all in your head. It's all your fault.
Jay,
Hi, Edwin.
That's when you snap back at them and said, "Yes, it's in my fucking head. It's called a mental health disorder."
That's right. Where do you think it was going to be? In my ass?
Drugs.
Fuck you.
We knew that was coming.
Yeah.
The thing is to remember that judgment is indicative of the person judging you, not the one who needs help. Yeah, right. You know what they say: hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
You know, the people who are not necessarily going to hurt you are the people that are happy with themselves, or in a good place. Suck it up, quit being such a girl. Disengagement. I don't have time for this shit. Denial. You just need to hit the that kind of shit. Have you tried not being depressed yet? Have you tried not being a mutant?
Jay, do you have anyone that can advocate for you?
As we're talking about that all day today.
Yeah, I mean, having someone to advocate for you, absolutely. I know it's tough for us as people who are like, what the fuck is that word called? Introverts.
There you go.
Because I mean, like,
Jay's not an introvert.
because I mean, people in real life, ew.
Yeah.
I mean,
people
but
gross.
I mean, do you have anyone in real life that would advocate for you, kind of thing?
Right. That means letting people in, and that's not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. See, but again, going back to the hurdles and barriers, right, is feeling that worry, that shame, first off, the fear of disappointing people, the fear that you're going to be ridiculed, RSD, the fear that, you're just too weak. You should be able to do this on yourself, shooting your pants, as it were. The mess you should see in my house. Uh-huh. No, I get that. Open yourself up, you open yourself to pain. I'm not that strong a person. I get it. Right?
But okay, I get that. I get that. But there is a video that I have put in the leadership a few times, and it's a pretty hard video to watch, especially when you don't want to be that. But Brene Brown talking about vulnerability, allowing yourself to be vulnerable to possibly get hurt, but at the same time letting your story known to the right people could help change it.
You should probably DM that to him because he can't see that channel.
Yeah, I'll find it. You can look it up on YouTube. It's just called Brene Brown Vulnerability. She's pretty funny. She's really funny.
Being vulnerable, that's scary. Yeah, yes, it is.
Oh, fuck, it is. Absolutely, it is.
Absolutely, it is. Howdy.
Speaking of, I mean, yeah, that was a conversation and a half too. I had a conversation with somebody just the other day. I was going to mentor them. Just teach them what I know. And they told me about a previous mentor,
Mm-hmm.
which went right down in a rabbit hole. Got to hear about the previous mentor,
Mm-hmm.
but then, which was a really horrible experience. But then they had to make a decision. Do I take the chance and be vulnerable and learn from somebody I don't even know to see if they will treat me right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that they advocated for themselves in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they spoke their concerns, they spoke their truths, what their life experience that they had to that moment.
Yeah. But as everybody else is pointing out too, which rightly so, if you open yourself up and being vulnerable, that is potentially putting yourself on the line to be
It
hurt,
is.
to be
It
disappointed, to
is.
be, you know, to be
It absolutely
insulted,
is.
degraded. It totally is. And another reason that we have such a problem with doing that is because many of us have been ridiculed our whole lives, been,
Mm-hmm.
uh, ableists have told us that our shit isn't real, and we've been shut down left, right, and center, and all of that stuff. So yeah, opening up can be absolutely terrifying. I mean, I still
Absolutely,
go
it
through
can
it
be.
too.
So do
I'm
I.
not invincible. I still go through it too.
Yeah.
Voldemort goes counter to what men are taught their entire lives. Yeah, that as well, right? The stigma of
Yeah.
that, stigma of gender, which thankfully that's getting a lot better. But I mean, still, it's for us Gen Xers and whatnot. That is so hammered into our heads, into our being, right? Real men
Yep.
don't cry. Real men don't talk about stuff. So we have to fight against that
Like
as
I
well.
cry all the fucking time.
Shoving shit down, lack of vulnerability, refusing to seek help. Yeah. Foster greyhounds. Now that is my therapy. Cuddling pointy noodles when I'm sad helps me feel a lot better. Nice. I'm all about icky people out in the real world. Nice. Nice. Aw, thanks, Ren. Aw, gee, Ren. If you got that reference, you're old. If we're having 2 kids, I'd be a wreck happening by now. More worried about family and doctors than I am general public most of my life. Interesting. Nothing wrong with tears. No, I totally agree.
No, there's nothing wrong with tears.
No, I totally agree. I don't remember the last time I cried. I don't very often. It wasn't that long ago. I can't
I don't remember
exactly
the
what
last
it was
time I
about.
cried.
Yeah, okay.
What was that, like 20 minutes ago?
Something like that. I don't remember the last time I didn't. That's fair. That is fair. Simpler language. All right, so.
But I mean,
Oh,
but
go ahead.
I mean that was me being vulnerable, right? I was
Yeah.
vulnerable in front of the entire
Mm-hmm.
stream. Did that make me look weak, or did that make me look human?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm sure other people, somebody, would say that yes, it does, but fuck them. Their opinion doesn't matter because they're not important. Human, honestly. It's true. I'm not wrong. In order to hurt my feelings, I have to give a fuck about what you think. If I don't give a fuck about what somebody thinks, they're not going to hurt my feelings. Complete breakdowns at work are quite inconvenient. Yes, they are. Yes, they absolutely are. Nate's a real boy. Panadio? Pinocchio Nate? I don't know. I got nothing.
I got feelings. I got feelers.
Nothing more than feelings.
Fuck, I'm out of coffee. Shut up, Kixie.
Okay.
She's the one that always She's the one that always sends that that soundboard. I forgot my coffee hours ago.
Yeah. Appearance of strength. The appearance of strength isn't true strength. It takes real strength to be vulnerable. Holding up a shield isn't strong. Risking the pain blows. Yeah, I agree. Lie to me, big boy. Fuck. I hurt my own feelings. You can't say anything worse than what I tell myself. Exactly. Anyone got any surefire insomnia cures? No.
Dude, do you remember that case of insomnia I had back when I was like 19, going to the bar?
Dude, I can barely remember what I had for breakfast.
Week. I was awake for a week. I went to bed Friday night and woke up Monday morning.
I mean, that tracks. That kind of sounds like something you would do. I got feelings too, but it sucks when I want to express them and I can't bring myself to do it. Yep. Yeah, just sleep. Have you tried just sleeping?
I did.
Apparently Leonora didn't.
I tried sleeping last night.
I didn't sleep. You just wake up Friday morning and go to bed Monday night, uh-huh. Yep. That's right. Follow Polar Bear Mama for more helpful tips like just sleep.
Baz, you were supposed to keep us on track. And I feel like you're trying.
I am. And you know what? We kind of are. Honestly.
Well, that's good. It's better than our previous streams together.
Have you tried to sleep in while doing yoga and holding a planner? There you go. Yeah, have you tried putting it in your planner? That'll help you all the way. No surefire insomnia cures, but what really helps most, I found, as someone who had really bad insomnia, is develop a routine. The routine can get your brain and that is true, but it's establishing that routine that can be incredibly difficult. That's something that I struggle with constantly.
That is true, Shust. Okay, I have a day planner. What is the point of a day planner if I put things into my schedule and then like 2 days before it's supposed to happen, it deletes itself?
Okay, that's really odd. Have melatonin deficiency? Yes, we do. Been 48 hours awake, slept 6, in bed exhausted, last night lay there wide awake all night. Yeah, that's a very big problem that a lot of us face. I took melatonin. That can help. I find that it doesn't necessarily help me. Even my wife and my daughter, it helps them. What good is a day planner if I don't know what day it is currently? I mean, I can tell you it's Wednesday. I know that much. Only because I know I stream on Wednesday. Could take the whole fucking... You shouldn't. But in theory... I turned him on my ask how your day was. 10 minutes later, I'm out. You know, I agree with, who was it? Was it Angie that said that? Antipsychotics do it for me. Yeah, it was Angie. About trying to establish routines, right? For me, I try to slide my sleep schedule back. I want to slide it back by 3 hours. But I have a hard time doing that because even when I try, I'm still stuck in that routine of, oh, you have a sleep routine? Sleep tablets don't work on me, so it's not going to help. Fair enough. But yeah, it's trying to break that habit for me is what it is. And trying to break a habit, or trying to break a routine for me is just fucking near impossible. Melatonin didn't do shit for me. It doesn't matter what I take. It takes hours to fall asleep. Get me in bed by 11, still up at 1. Yeah. I'll go to
Melatonin
bed
doesn't.
at 12:30, and I'll still be up at like 3 or 4.
Yeah, that melatonin doesn't do shit for me either.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go and buy there was some kind of drink over at Shell in Deer, and I would buy some of those just to try and help me sleep, and did absolutely nothing.
Go to sleep in the month of October, wake up on the 31st, and see if shit has changed. I mean, there's sometimes I feel like that too. Wake me up when September ends.
Wake
Anyway.
me up before you go.
Okay. That's an oldie but a
Go.
goodie.
Go.
We're having
The
a little
fuck am I
echolele
doing?
a moment. Anyone that doesn't
Maybe?
know, when
I
taking
don't know.
melatonin, the less you take, the more effective it's likely to be. The brain only makes about 0.3 milligram to a decent sleepiness, taking too much and make you feel weird. Yes, and also, don't take it right before, excuse me, right before you're trying to go to sleep. If you want to be asleep for 10 o'clock, take it at 8.
I take coffee. I slam a coffee before bed.
Up to 9. Jesus Christ. So do I. Things pain related at the moment. Get myself to sleep. And also I have toss and turn. Yeah, mine absolutely is, like, pain is a big factor for me in mine recently. Recently it's been like my right knee, and I don't know why. I think maybe it's compensation, like standing compensation kind of thing. Once before sleep, once before bed, sleep really well. On account it tastes horrible. Well, I mean that's a you problem. Poor Angie. No, that
See,
one's
I want to
definitely.
try that, Dan. I
What's that?
really want to try that. Do you remember those little 8-hour energies?
Yeah, I used to have them all the time.
Yeah, me too. They did shit.
Yeah, no, they didn't really do much. I didn't ask to be a damn super dazer. Well, you got me beat there. Maybe some
Where are we
pain
at?
reliever is weed. Yeah. There's a lot of people that like Shoost is one that does that.
Actually, Dan, we have. Oh shit! There's some. It's called. I think it's V. There's a V here. It's different than Monster, but I'll try a V, and I tried it at my school because one of the other students recommended it, and it like almost put me out in class.
Wow. Damn near fell asleep at the wheel. Those 5-hour energy. Yeah. No, same coffee makes me sleepy. Makes me want to pee. Yeah, you're breaking the seal is a problem.
But I mean, here's the thing. What is the purpose of the stimulants that we use for ADHD? It's to calm our minds.
It's a
It's the
common
same
line.
thing
Yeah.
any other stimulant's gonna do.
Exactly.
So like the guarana, the caffeine, you name it. If it's a stimulant, it's gonna do the opposite effect to us.
Typically, yeah. Well, we're still going to get some of the
Because
side effects and whatnot. You know, coffee being
yeah,
jittery,
but I mean,
being a little anxious. But yeah, it's going to bring you down. That's why we call coffee the
I
quick and
I
dirty.
I, I don't think arsenic will work.
Prop. I mean, it'll put you out. Yes, not necessarily waking up from it. Yeah. How? No.
No. Jay, we'd like to keep you around, man.
Trying to remember where I was. For science.
No, not
Tried
for
on a rat.
science. We love you, Jay.
It's true. We do support science. You're not a science subject.
You are not a guinea pig.
I get the cheap ones in the dollar store. Massive dose of B12 and B6.
That was a bad choice in words because Poet is taking care of a
Babysitting
guinea pig at the moment.
yeah.
Shit.
There's a demon joke in there somewhere. Oh my! All right, let me. What we'll do is we'll kind of wrap this a bit, and then we'll keep going afterwards after the self-care break here. But essentially, I think the key takeaway is that self-advocacy is not weakness; it is maintenance.
Yes.
And the more obviously practice makes perfect. Make sure that you are like fucking practicing if you need to. But advocating for yourself does not make you weak in any way, shape, or form. Asking
No, it
for help
doesn't.
when you need it does not make you weak in any way, shape, or form.
Letting people know your concerns.
Yeah. Opening yourself up and being vulnerable doesn't make... I can hear piggy sounds. Guinea pig thing checks out, yep. But your brain did not come with a fucking instruction manual, so self-advocacy is how you write one for the people around you, so that they understand, kind of like the story that Nate was telling about the one kid that came in, about how, you know, advocating for yourself, and even if you have to write things down for other people to understand, that's an excellent way of self-advocacy.
Research and self-experience. Those are your best tools.
Absolutely. Or listening to the experiences of others and taking something away from that too.
Again, but yeah, exactly. Because no two autistics are the same, just like no two ADHD people are the same. The no two DID people are the same. The no two anybody is the same.
Exactly.
It's all going to come down to the research you have and the things that make up what you are. Like I was telling that kid, you know, going on to the Embrace Autism page, write down your strengths, write down your weaknesses. Nobody else is going to have his weaknesses. Nobody else is going to have his strengths.
Yeah, not
This
necessarily.
kid told me every railroad crossing in New Zealand.
Holy shit, that's impressive.
Like, yeah, like where it was, the number it had, what trains run on it. Like, this kid was through the roof.
Well done. Tell about Beethoven, Ode to Joy. Ode to No Joy. That's funny. All right, I have got the little yellow blinky over here, so that means that it is time once again for our self-care break, and then we will carry on with our little happy discussion afterwards. But time to go and get yourself some water, a snack, hit the bathroom, check your laundry, yada yada.
Bean juice.
Bean juice. Yep, there you go. Ode to Joy in a minor key. Wouldn't it be in a major key? Oh no, Ode to Joy I think is in a major key. Sorry, that made me think of the Imperial March set to a major key, and that's like the actual
Right.
Imperial anthem.
I wonder what it would sound like in a minor key.
I think that's a project that we can tackle. Some point.
Or a diminished key.
D major usually. Okay. D minor? I don't know. Have to look it up. Anyway, go do the thing. Go get yourself some water, a snack, a bathroom break, stand up, have a stretch, and we shall return in uno momento.
haunt the final blast. Power-ups on the blinking street. Hear the rhythm of the 8-bit beat. Life bars dropping red to black. One wrong move, there's no way back. It's an 8-bit showdown. No pause, no slow down. Up, down, down. Who's the king of this pixel town? 16-bit dreams in a 4-bit fight. Ghosts in the machines haunt the night. Game over's near, it's do or die. Press restart if you wanna try. It's an 8-bit showdown. No pause, no slow down. Up, down, down. Who's the king of this pixel town? The floor is alive. It's a glowing maze. Lights in the dark. A cyber haze. Step by step, the beat takes hold. Sparks ignite, bright and bold. Electric waves, they pull me in. Pulse of the night, let it begin. Neon light storm, feel the glow. Watch it flow. Neon light storm, don't let go. Let it show. Pixels collide. They paint the air. Colors explode. They're everywhere. Fingers reach. The rhythm's tight. Hearts align. Burning bright. The bassline roars, it shakes the ground. Lost in the sound, no way down. Neon light storm, feel the glow. Watch it.
Wee. All right, there we go. Sorry, we had to wait for Nate's coffee to boil, or water to boil, or I don't know, D's nuts, some shit like that. Any mahoo. Let me see here. That's a bunch of script shit. That's some shit I could post up later or something. Anywho, so the point of today is self-advocacy is difficult. Asking for help is difficult. And surrounding yourself with people that you know are going to help you may or may not be difficult, but it certainly is a good bonus. It definitely is something you want to do. Also, for those of you that want the rave, hey, up there, see that bar way up over top of Nathan's head? Yeah, if you want a afternoon end of summer rave, you just got to fill up that bar. We'll make it happen. And yeah, it'll be in the afternoon so the people on the East Coast can even join us. It'll be a thing. It will be. It'll be like super early in the morning for all of the Aussies and shit. Yeah, East Coast. There you go. Right? See, we're thinking of you guys. We're trying to. Because any other time we do a rave, that means that it would start at like, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock your guys' time. So yeah, a lot of people staying up very, very late. And a part of me feels bad. Another part not so much, but a part of me feels bad. So that's why we're looking at doing an afternoon one. So that everybody can join us. Better.
What?
I still have to put in the 2 different volume levels. I'll work on that tonight. Yeah. Anywho. So, not that it was a giant call out or anything, but how are you guys doing? Anybody got any stuff they want to throw in there? Any experiences they wish to share? Any... Just do better. Anybody wondering why Nate's shaking his head like that? He's a turtle. Yeah, we wonder a lot of things when it comes to Nate.
I got a song stuck in my head at the moment.
I bet you do. Doesn't have anything to do with veggies, does it? That'd be bad.
No.
Okay, good. Oh, I'm
It has
fine.
to do with squirrels.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No, Jay, you're not. Is it dick in a box? No, just for you, Dan. Just for you.
No. I recently
Jay.
wrote a new song. I took Spaz's old video and put it into a song. It was the never tell somebody with ADHD to get their ducks in a row.
Yeah.
I turned it into happy hardcore.
Because of course he did. Flashing lights on your headphones are very distracting.
Hey, you're very welcome. I'm sorry, did you want me to turn those off? I can turn them off. I know you're staring at them.
Yeah. I don't care personally.
Well, I'll turn them off.
Well, if they're
I got
distracted.
it up right now, anyway.
Okay, yeah, Leonora says please. That's fair.
Done.
There you go. Hurrah! No more Blinky. No more Blinky Blinky. I'm more frustrated than my brain's decided chicken is gross. Really? Your brain just up and decided that recently? Like, is that a recent thing? I should really do something with that page. Whatever. Okay, that sucks. I don't know what I would do. Because chicken is meat, and I'm a carnivorosaurus. I'm also an acetaminophen American if I live down south, but whatever. So, nobody has any other contributions or questions or concerns or any of that shit when it comes to self-advocacy? Because now would be the time. Or, if you don't want to, you can always DM me, because I'm always open to that. And then in the meantime, we got to figure out what we're doing for next Wednesday. Because I have no idea. Unless somebody put something in there. I thought it was Tylenol. Well, yeah, that's what I said. Acetaminophen Americans. That's exactly what it is. answer there. Oh, okay. We could go apple picking. I mean, you could. I've learned to secretly put my phone on record at the doctor's. That actually is an excellent idea. I have done that a few times. If my wife is not there to like take notes and remember better than I can, then yeah, there are times where I will record, so that way I don't forget.
It's a good idea.
Yep.
I gotta start doing that.
You know, another thing that I've been doing actually is I've been asking them to email me a follow-up, going over, taking notes and emailing me about what we had talked about. A lot of them seem to be fine with that. So I've been taking advantage of that because, like I said earlier, I'm not necessarily going to remember what they said to me when I was there in the office with them. Right? Especially lately with, you know, the brain fog and shit getting worse and worse. You see the minnow? Yes, I see the minnow. That's funny. But yeah, that's... If that idea works for you, do it. Yeah, my a lot of my occupational therapists and whatnot, they've been doing that for me lately. Not necessarily my therapist per se, because that's usually a lot more than they want to email me. And they probably don't want to send me all of their notes on me. Because, you know, that'd be... Well, that could be bad. Anywho. But yes, the minnow fin joke, very cute. And now, fuck, my headphones are disconnecting from the Bluetooth. Hate when it does that. Bluetooth in this new computer is not necessarily that strong. You are entitled to them. I don't necessarily know if I would have it'd be a giant pain in the ass if I asked my therapist to send all her notes on me. And honestly, I don't think I would even want to know. To be real. I mean, that's her job.
You're entitled to them.
Yeah, but
I know down here in New Zealand, yeah, they're usually pretty vague.
Danger of being found by others? Potentially. But I know that, like, any of the other stuff, and if the other, like, I've got access to all of my, like, prescription shit, all of my, all the shots that I've had recently, all of the MRIs and whatnot, like, I've got access to all of that. I need advice. Me too. What do you got?
Jay, I know counselors here in New Zealand, we need to keep our records for up to 10 years. But they have to be, like, secured.
I know somebody who would want to see them. Yeah, that's another concern I would have. But, on the other hand, they don't necessarily need to know that I have them.
The only way someone would ever get a counselor's notes is if they were in immediate danger to themselves or others.
Yeah. But what he's saying is that if he got a copy of them, you know, his wife might want to take a look at them. You know, they might... Next question, please, yeah.
She wouldn't be able to.
Well, if
she wouldn't be able to.
No, if he was given a copy of them.
Oh.
Right.
She might, like, rifle through your shit and try to find them. Right.
I had access issues with my assistant dog at psychologist's office. They broke the law, and I can fight it and win, but... Yeah, guilt and shame are things. Yes. Totally. Right, these are things that you don't want to have to deal with. I know I wouldn't. Alright, let's catch what Leonara has got. Guilt and shame and fear. Yes, dear, here you go. Yeah. That's accurate. But right now, I'll be paving away, make on lot all the untrained fake It's kind of a rock and a hard place. I don't really understand this situation. But I mean, if they broke the law, I don't want that. Well, if you don't want that, then yeah, I obviously don't do it. Right? Let shit play out. But yeah, if it's a case of somebody breaking the law in that scenario, I'd be against that as well. Not necessarily a case of should I do what's right in the moment, or should I look down the road for long term?
Leonara, they would normally ask to see, like, identification of the dog to see if it is an actual service dog. Would they not? I mean, they wouldn't be able to get fake assistance dogs in if they're not providing an actual assistance. I'm
I am
sorry.
a dog.
I am a dog?
Trainer.
Oh, dog
There we
trainer.
go. Like,
There we go.
when the fuck did this
Context
change?
matters, people.
When did this
Thank
change?
you very much. Thank you very much for clarifying that.
Terrible typist.
I was so confused.
For a second, I was going to be like a furry takeover here or something. Well, okay then. Yep. I am a dog. You are a what?
Remember,
there are
we do
limited
not kink
questions.
shame.
Full service animals. Not sure if you need to demand any certification, but I believe not. Depending on where you are, places aren't allowed by law to ask for identification for service dogs. Fair enough.
Oh,
However, Leonard's in
Okay.
Australia, and I have no idea what the laws are like there.
I would assume pretty similar to New Zealand, but I mean, I don't know the
Probably.
law here in New Zealand for a service dog. I mean, I see service dogs a lot.
Right, but it's not your wheelhouse.
No, it's not.
There you go. Speaking of dogs.
Woof woof.
Thank you for your input, Sabine. I know where I am. You're not allowed. A lot of people have two service dogs, have identification though. Yeah, and Screaming McFuckface is my service animal. Yeah, he lives down the street now. US does not have certification. A company that says they do certification papers is a scam as posted on the ADA website. Huh. Well, there you go. Yeah, that I wouldn't necessarily know about. Question you're allowed to ask is it's a service dog. What services does it provide? Well, it's going to go and get me a coffee. And then going to steal me a Snickers. Because, haha, fuck you. Alright, maybe not. Alright. Was there anything further that you wanted to add to this, sir? When it comes to self-advocacy and dealing with barriers and obstructions and all of that shit? He's thinking. Your semi-annual reminder for Rule Zero.
I was completely distracted.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Do I need to repeat the question?
Yes.
Was there anything further that you wanted to add to all of this with, self-advocacy or dealing with the barriers of it or any of that shit? Any advice you want to give the kids? Any...
got to start from you.
That's fair. Anyone else
It's
lose
gotta
sound?
start.
I hope not.
It's got to start from yourself. I mean, yeah, you'll have people that will, advocate for you, but if you don't have somebody that'll advocate for you, then you got to do it. Otherwise, nothing's going to change.
That is true.
And I mean, I know how scary that can be. I really know how scary that can be.
Mm-hmm. Because, yeah, going back to what we were saying, that has to do with opening up, has to do with making yourself vulnerable, putting yourself in a position
Absolutely.
where, you can be hurt, whatever. Holy shit!
Absolutely.
49. Well, hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
It's funny, the song just said buzzing, buzzing, too. That was good timing. Very good timing. All right, well then, I guess maybe we should do a little recap here real quick. As today, we were talking about ways to ask for support and self-advocacy, which again was a topic that was requested. If you have a topic that you would like us to go over, and by us I mean me probably, put it up in the Coach's Corner. Works on the phone. I don't know what to tell you. I have no idea what to tell you. But yeah, make sure you put your suggestions up in the Coach's Corner channel, or you can just directly DM them to me. I'm open for that. My DMs are always open to you guys. So, we were talking about the barriers to self-advocacy, things that we deal with that make us stumble when it comes to asking for help. That being rejection, sensitivity, dysphoria, time blindness, executive dysfunction. Just the way the day's going, I think. I mean, yeah, that can happen. Masking, alexithymia, sensory overload, feeling shame, fear of conflict, believing that needing help means you're weak, which it does not.
No.
And yeah, then we were talking about some of the experiences that you guys have, some of the clients and people that Nate has been mentoring, etc. Actually, I think a lot of today's discussion had to do with a lot of like RSD and shame related things. Which, for us, that tracks. That absolutely tracks. So remember, if you need help, make sure you bloody well ask for it. Yes, being vulnerable can be scary. Opening up can be scary, but there are people that will help. Good.
And pay attention to Spaz's video, the one that, talks about measuring yourself to somebody else's freaking standards. You are not them.
No.
You are someone different.
Yeah. You pay attention. Yeah.
Shut up, Chris.
I'm glad you can say that.
I mean, she's pointing at me. She's pointing at me. She's not saying herself.
Uh-huh. But I mean, you're correct about the comparing yourself to somebody else. Don't do that. You are not them.
Yeah.
2 inches, sorry, what? I mean, paying attention to what? Pay attention to how you're feeling.
Kingsy's being a brat too.
I know.
Kingsy's being a brat too.
Texas passes all federal standards in Australia. No insurance pilot. This issue, I'm going to train with a trainer. Nice. I don't want to be somebody else. I don't even want to be me. Yeah, I think the point there again though was don't compare yourself, your experience or your journey to somebody else, because it's not the same, right? what
Yeah.
chapter you're in your fucking book of life may be completely different to what chapter they're in. I know that was a shitty analogy, but I mean, probably understandable, I guess. Where'd my phone get? Oh. Hopefully the last... No! Shut up! Not allowed. You've still got a bunch of chapters and an epilogue. Fucking guy. Yes, please. I don't wanna. I don't care. Sir, I do not give a shit. I am telling you. I am not asking. My house, I can do that. And the spin-offs, that's right. Not the reboots, though. Reboots are terrible. Well, there we go. I think we have successfully-ish tackled that topic. Sort of. In a roundabout kind of way. Is that what greyhounds do best? I thought it was racing. But that's only a stereotype based on what I've seen on TV.
Additionally, if you don't have anyone there that will advocate for you, go talk to a counselor. Go talk to a counselor that specializes in ADHD and autism, preferably one that has one, or that is ADHD and autistic.
If you can find one, that's not necessarily the easiest thing to do, though.
It's not the easiest thing to do, but they're out there.
Yeah. That's true. If you want to do the hunting.
And you're not looking for a counselor that's going to talk to you the entire time. You're looking for a counselor that's going to sit there and listen and talk to you, help you with your problems, using your own information, asking you questions about your strengths, what you can do in your life.
Yeah.
They're going to get you to think for yourself.
Often community
about
centers
what
will have
resources
people
you
can
have.
talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And since Dan is blowing everybody up, hey, reminder, you guys want to have an afternoon end of summer rave? Look at that bar up there. Just got to fill that up. Look at that. That one way up there. It's half done. In-person support groups. Yep. That is true. In-person support groups can, or even virtual.
Shit. Even virtual. I mean, look at the
I had one
station.
this morning. Or, yeah, even anybody in a VC. My therapist asks more questions than she does telling me what to do. In the case of many counselors and therapists and even coaches, honestly, should be more listening than talking. Mm-hmm. Right? Should be asking questions. You should be the one that is filling us in on what is going on. Right?
Yep.
In order to get me to talk. I can't even check myself. I find this mythical unicorn. Summer is just
summer is starting for us.
Yep. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. We just started fall.
I know.
Uh-huh.
It's so great.
Time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, now you're going to be bitching about how hot it is.
I should. Well, actually, yeah, you're probably right.
Yes, I know I'm right. I've met you. I know how this works. Looking for advocacy, in-person support groups may be able to help you find a local advocate. Yeah, if you have them available to you, 100%. I know there are some areas that don't necessarily have it available to some. In the one that I am in, on my Wednesday mornings, we do it virtual because there are so many people in little surrounding towns and whatnot. So, like, having everybody come into town for 2 hours might be a little bit inconvenient.
create a little a group chat.
Mm-hmm.
Just grab a couple of people from the server, from other servers, and just do a little group chat and check in with each other every week.
Yeah. That's something that can be done. Absolutely. But yeah, you know, in person may be better, but on one hand, people, you, and on the other, virtual is probably the easiest way to go. Like, especially if, you know, we've got in a Discord server, you've got voice chats galore, right? Or even, you know, Facebook Messenger and shit. We have a Friday night NDIS. Nice. People, you going outside. You. Yep.
Higgsy, you love us. Admit it. You have a little group that you can talk to.
Toaster stickers. The wife brought it to me, so I've got a package sitting on the counter right now. Since all your people live everywhere but here. Uh-huh. I know. It's a pain in the ass. I get it. All right. Well, what do you figure,
So
Nate?
what did we have planned for the rest of the day?
Apparently we are going out for dinner with the mother-in-law.
Oh, when are you doing that?
I don't know. What I'm told.
Oh,
When I am told.
we're gonna play some silly songs? Oh, shit.
Listen to this fucking guy. Good boy.
Hey,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
You got your fucking wish. At least I'm doing something with music these days.
It is something. I will take something over nothing. All right. Yes, we can do that.
Oh, that means I gotta turn up the stream, doesn't it?
It means I have to find my fucking SoundCloud and turn it off. Not turn it off, but, you know, turn it down kind of thing. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's a good scream you got there, buddy. Alrighty. So, yes, Nate has apparently been working on some goofy-ass tunes. Because why not? I'm pretty sure I grabbed the ones. Yes, I did. Okay. I'm going to let you introduce these.
Which one are you doing first?
We're going to do Squirrels at a Rave.
Okay, well, Squirrels at a Rave, I already mentioned earlier. It's basically, you know, based off of your video that went viral. I thought about it and just decided to throw it into a song. I mean, you already had a squirrel happy hardcore song, but I wanted to do another one.
There you go. And so this is what Nate put together.
Attention party people! Never tell someone with ADHD to get their ducks in a row. We don't have ducks, we don't have rows. We have squirrels. And they're at a rave.
Oh, you should play Oaken's song. Wait, what was I doing too?
Squirrels at a rave. We're at a rave. No ducks, no rows. What we got? Squirrel, let's go, go. Squirrels at a rave.
would help if I knew who Phoenix was.
Just squirrels in glow clothes.
Dave, Bean.
Spin that tail, break that cage. ADHD runs the stage.
Hey, Bean.
Doctor said, I need to calm down.
Yes.
But the squirrel said, nah, fam, drop the sound. Three, two, squirrels at a rave, running wild, never tame. No ducks, no rows, just glow sticks, nuts, and chaos flows. Squirrels at a rave. ADHD, we misbehave. Lose control, we don't behave. 'Cause the squirrels are at a rave. No no ducks. No rows. Just squirrels.
I'm not gonna lie, that song was unnecessarily long for a happy hour cartoon.
It really was,
It
but
was like four fucking minutes.
It worked.
That's true.
Are you playing the Screaming Out the Window one?
Uh-huh. So yeah, set this one up.
Okay. So I used to drive in a little Honda Civic, and so we would drive around and Spaz would like yell in the most angry voice, "Have a nice day," and I would be yelling out the window, "High-powered lawnmower coming through," and then we would always like be mooing at people as well. So that's kind of the idea behind this song.
If you ever heard us talk about a drive-by mooing, it's true. That's what we used to do. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what we would do. So I guess this is something that Nate wrote for it. By the way, when you're talking and the song playing, they can't hear you.
I can hear me.
Okay. Anyway, Screaming Out the Window. Oh boy.
I go out tomorrow People are rolling down. It's time to scream some stupid.
Yeah, stupid is right.
Screaming out the window, racing down the street, laughing like maniacs, dropping silly heat. High-powered lawnmower coming through.
Yeah, we're yelling at you.
I like that move.
Turn the wheel, drop the bass, see the looks on their face. We don't care, we don't stop, crank it up and let it pop. Windows down,
Yes,
we're
you
flying
said
free.
slide whistle, Chris, so I put it in there.
Every shout's a melody, pure as kind of lunacy. Screaming out the window, racing down the street, laughing like maniacs.
was the move.
Echoed voices in the night, yelling nonsense, pure delight.
So I've established, yeah.
Strangers stare, but we don't care. Roll that bass, feel the air. Screaming out the window, racing down the street. Laughing, laughing maniacs, dropping silly heat. Every night they high powered lawnmower coming through. Oh, yeah, we're yelling at you. Yeah, that's right.
Can't hear you.
Yeah, hey, that would help. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I totally need to put that fucking thing in as a redeem. A sound that goes, hey, stupid, turn the mic on. Or something. Anyway. That was definitely a thing, that song. Yeah, that was a song. Anyway. I am going to give you guys one more. And then we're going to have to wrap because I got to start getting ready for dinner and whatnot. I'm going to show you something that I am working on. I just have to rip it apart a little bit better. It was moving. Yes, it was. It was moving. So, Chris... What's a whatnot? The same thing as a thingamabob. A whatchamado it. Sadly, I didn't get a chance to play this for you on your lunch break. So, I'm going to show you something that I've been working on. I put all the lyrics together. I threw it in Suno. I was surprised with what I came out with, so I'm going to be ripping the melody out and thickening it up because it really needs it. But, yeah, I did this just, for something to rip the lyrics out of.
The tide it screams, the hull does creak, a shadow looms,
Yes.
the mass might speak. Salt in the air, blood in the deep, our souls we trade, ain't no room for sleep. Yo-ho, rogue waves call me. Yo-ho, a storm to set us free. Yo-ho, no mercy, no plea, pirates on the open sea.
Hardstyle sea shanty, anyone?
Pirates on the open sea. The cannons roar, a fiery cry. Plunder or perish, will never die. The moon it hides, the stars defy. We sail to the edge, we pierce the sky. Raise the flag, let the The screech of sails, the clash of blades, a sea of chaos. The cost is paid. Echoes of screams, the night invades. Legends are born where the dark cascades.
So yeah, that's what I've been dicking around with. So patrons, keep an eye out because you'll be getting variation copies of that and such as I continue to work on it. But anyway, I guess we should probably wrap shit up here. So thanks, Nate, for popping in and hanging out and sharing your counseling experience and crying on stream and babbling away and all of the other shit. Thanks, Dan. That's right. Don't forget, if you guys want to have another rave, can we share the link to donate for the rave? Hey, there it is right there above you. If we want to have ourselves an afternoon rave, we want to fill that bitch up right there. If we do that, we will have an afternoon rave in the near future, including some very special happy hardcore songs, maybe? I don't know. Something like that.
Something silly.
The link is all
Yeah,
around
thanks
you,
for having
Leonora.
me.
Hey?
Thanks for having me.
Hey, no worries. No worries. I thought it would be a ton of fun. Turns out I
Yeah.
was not wrong. And I guess best. Yeah, no worries, Dan. I'll continue with the call-outs in the near future.
And we
Fucker.
did actually talk about important shit rather than getting off topic the entire time.
That's right. We only strayed a little bit. We kept everything somewhat
Little.
on topic.
Yeah, we did.
So there's
That's good.
that. We did well. All right. So unfortunately, I do have to work this Friday, so I won't see you guys on Friday. But I will hopefully see you on Sunday, where I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to do random silly shit or something. I don't know. Or maybe I'll play a game that I've been meaning to. Therapy Simulator. Yes, I actually have that. It's true.
I was about to ask
Alright.
if that was a real thing.
It is a real thing. They got a simulator game for everything, dude. Yeah, I've got simulator. Oh, hang on. Click. All right. In the meantime, in between time, that's it. Another edition of us here doing this stuff. We're going to go say hi to our good friend Tiamara. Why? Because I goddamn well said so, and she's online. So there you go. Until Sunday, drink your water, take your meds, be kind to yourself. And let's go blow up Tiamara's chat, shall we? See you soon. Ciao for now. Hoorah.